The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Has this at the 6. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Quick to the air. Here's Watson. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. This is Alvin Kamara with it. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Open 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Watson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. Deron Bland has it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Najee Harris. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Justin Reed with the tackle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He's on the move. He's got room to roam here. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now an inside handoff to Harris. He's drive forward halted after a couple of yards. And play wrapped up by Demario Davis. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Got Lamb, and it's complete. A strike for 23 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he reaches. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. On the move. Headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
This is Harris on second down. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Tackled on the play by Cameron Jordan. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third, Smith. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. Oh, Moment's got it. Look at the power. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain for them, and now it'll be second and goal.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Harris. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. And that nearly got him to midfield. He's out of bounds just a yard or two short.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on the short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
Here's Watson, first and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it'll be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
They kick the running back in motion. Second down, Watson throwing again. Escapes out to the left. Gets this one to Shaheed. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Watson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Sticking to the air with Watson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the gun, Watson. It's a New Orleans touchdown. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints tie this game 7-7. Reed now to kick this one away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Smith to the air now. Forced out to his right. He tucks it and takes off.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They go play action. Here's Smith. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Cut out left. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. They give to Harris from the gun. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. This, our last play of the quarter. Harris. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. It's a 14-7 game. We're right back to Arlington after this. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. They've got first down from the 31. Here's Watson to the air. Launches one deep downfield. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Smith in the pistol. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Smith on first down. Buys time, rolling right. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for first and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
To the air, third and long. Dumped off to his running back. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Najee Harris, the touchdown. His third total score in this game. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So now it's going to be third and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10, here's Watson. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets him back behind the sticks.
Here's second and 14. That's complete to Kamara. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Third and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up second and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This will bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Cowboys working here. Second and 3 now. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, that I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this, to just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Gets this one to Harris. Gets some space around midfield. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
First down, Smith to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. And again, it's Smith. Not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Saints have it now on his 8th pick of the year. Well, it's a position you expect interceptions from, Brock, but not a lot of them come easier than that for a cornerback. His teammate makes the hit as the QB tries to throw it, and it really affected how that one came out.
Yeah, that corner's going to get that pick under his stat column individually, but that was a collective effort. It was all about the pass rush. And those great corners, they know it. They know it takes everybody. The guys up front doing their job, and when the ball falls harmlessly in his hands like that, well, he does his job to finish with the INT.
Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that brings up 4th and long.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
He's going deep. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. This has been a trend. Yet another interception. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Watson. That's Hill on the slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Chased out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our 2nd half gets underway. Turpin with a return. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
2nd and 10 now. And that one's going to hit the turf. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Shotgun snap to Smith. He lofts it deep left. this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Good looking return here, and he's got room. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Watson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
Second down, Watson throwing again. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That one going to go against the D. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception.
I tell you what, football's the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all 10 of his guys out there on the field. Somebody else is going to pick up the tab at dinner tonight for him. The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They go play action. Here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Smith on 3rd and short. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
throwing on 3rd and long. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Watson on 1st and 10. Complete to Beckham. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10. Here's Watson. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Trying again, following the sack. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Deron Bland has it.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Smith to the air now. Called in left side. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Forced out to his right. He brings it in one-handed. Wow! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Harris. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Smith. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 23-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. That one is swatted away, incomplete, but there's a flag down in the secondary, and I think they're going to get somebody here for holding. With 3rd and 10 coming up, they felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC divisional round matchup. It's Saints football, and their postseason rides on this quarter. They come in trailing. They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. They're going for it. Here's Watson. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Staying on the ground with Harris. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
Back to the air, Watson. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. This is reeled in by Kamara. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the 1st. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Chased out to his right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Marquise Bell making the play. And the Cowboys get the football back at the opposing 45.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.